my little boat. It's a 31 and a half. Some of them call it 31, some of them call it 32. It's a Douglas, 1970. I just bought this in June, and I think I said before that the boat itself was in just dandy shape. Just dirty, like unbelievable dirty. So, bulk of this summer I'll be cleaning her up. It's actually a registered Canadian ship. You can see the registration number on the bow. And the name Paddle Dream is, I don't know how to explain this one properly, but it's a First Nations legend, or a myth maybe. And the idea is that if you dream of a paddle in the bottom of a boat, you will have safe journeys. So the original owner of this boat thought that story was so great that he called his boat Paddle Dream. And I was going to change the name because my other boat is named Skinny Dip, which is kind of appropriate for how we do our boating in the summertime on Georgian Bay. And I decided just to leave it. It's pretty cool. Very, very nice lines. Really impressed with this boat. Really impressed. Fiberglass lasts forever, so it's just a matter of fixing. It's me again. It's July 14, about 12:30, Sunday. Great day. I'll just show you around here quick. Just beautiful day. I'm on the bottom end of Beckwith Island. There's a little beach here. It's a beach we always called the Front Beach. And fortunately, there are enough, there is enough wind that there's no ankle biters. Those ankle biters are a major, major pain. They're actually called stable flies. Haven't figured that one out yet, why they're called stable flies, because they don't live in stables. They live in dead, rotted stuff on beaches and fly very close to the water surface. And if you're in a smaller boat, they get into your boat and they bite your legs and ankles like crazy. So kind of lucky there's none of those guys kicking around here today. So just going to walk down the beach a little bit and show you what's natural and what isn't. And I've already been for a walk along here, and it's in pretty good shape. It's all pretty much sticks and weeds and stuff that has washed ashore, maybe come across on ice, so on. Very little plastic. I did find a couple of pieces I'm just going to show you, and these are the little guys that are just murder ball, and they're all over the place. So just going to see if I can do this right here. This is all the natural wash ashore type thing. Pretty straightforward. Twigs and branches and whatnot, and this is all very good for the shores and very good for the islands because it decomposes and creates more food for the trees and all the natural grasses and of course all the poison ivy that you can see over there. So a pretty good shape. I am very pleased with this. However, just going to show you if I can find them again along here somewhere. The stuff that is murder ball. Here we go. It's my head in the shadow there. This is the kind of stuff that we're talking about. Little bits and pieces of plastic that's floating all over Georgian Bay, all over the Great Lakes, all over the oceans. And this is the kind of thing, when it breaks down even farther, that get into the fish and the whales and turtles and so on and so forth. And that's the kind of thing that I want to see if I can help clean up. this summer cruising around Georgian Bay. It's, who knows where it came from, who knows what it is, but it's ended up on the beaches and it's been put in the water by people, and we're going to stop doing that. So a couple of weeks ago, I was out on Hope Island. Haven't had a real, or much of a chance yet to get going at this. Been so damn busy since the weather turned warm. The beer business has gotten extremely busy. So I thought I'd be out here during the week in its own, but not yet. I will get there. I think week after next I'll be able to spend a whole week out on the boat and going from island to island and just checking things out. But I am going to show you what I picked up, and I was out on the south end, or the beach on Hope Island. It was a lovely day, and I was just going for a walk, and I decided I'd start picking up stuff, like this kind of stuff. And it turns out I got real lucky that I found a whole garbage bag, an empty garbage bag, because I needed it, as there was just so much stuff. So it's been sitting in the bow of my little folding boat here for the last couple of weeks, and now I'm going to show you what I got. It's right there. You can probably see that garbage bag. Even a barbecue grill. How nice is that? So we're going to yank this out. Oh, there we go. Let's see if I can do this without cutting myself. It should be quite unusual on its own. As I said, I was fortunate enough to find the garbage bag on the beach because I didn't have one and my hands were getting full. And this is just stuff left. Ta-da! Who the hell would leave that on a beach? Boy, oh boy. And then in the bag, I don't want to dump it all out, but I'll just show you. It's this kind of crap. Just finding it on the beach and picking it up. All kinds of beer cans. Even found half beer cans. I wonder if I can get a nickel rather than 10 cents. What is that? Oh yeah, this is lovely. This was sticking out of sand. There's a half a beer can there. Might get a nickel for that. This is the kind of stuff that good folks at Georgian Bay Land Trust. This is cute. Here's the rest of the bag, eh? Huh. Georgian Bay Land Trust, as well as, there we go. Isn't that a lovely thing? In here somewhere, it's pretty funny, there's actually a baseball hat from, here it is. How the good folks at Hockey Night in Canada kind of feel about that one. But haven't tried it on, certainly not going to. Everybody's got to have a shovel. Why couldn't you pick that up, put it back in the boat, and take it home? I know little kids keep you busy and you forget stuff and so on, but so let's just see if I can. Here we are, good folks from Polar Ice. All in about a half an hour. Really quite something. So this is the kind of thing that the Land Trust folks, Georgian Bay Land Trust, Brooks, Bill, and Sarah and Janet, are always fighting. Plastics are a real problem. Balloons are a real problem. In particular the rubber ones, because they're real choker things. But Mylar ones are just as much of a nuisance to the wildlife. And grant you, here on Beckwith Island, there's not a lot of wildlife, not by any means. I guess I'm probably as wild as it gets around here. But I can't encourage people enough to pitch in and see if you can do this kind of stuff. If you're out for an afternoon with a picnic, maybe you've gone out to the Westerns for the afternoon, or maybe one of the Watcher Islands. Or if you're farther north, you go out to the Limestones for the afternoon. See stuff on the beach? Why not pick it up? Won't hurt. All it can do is help. So that's what I got. And somehow or another, I'm going to put this all together and start my little YouTube vlog thing. And hopefully people are going to start to follow it a little bit and get enthused about it a little bit. Something that is really worthwhile looking at is a YouTube channel put out by a company called 4 Oceans. You'd be amazed at what those folks have done. 2 young guys from Florida, surfers, took off after they were finished school, and I think they were down in Polynesia somewhere. And they couldn't believe the garbage on the beach, the plastic left on the beach. And they started a whole company that is helping to employ people that used to catch fish, and of course wherever they are in the world there's no fish left anymore. So they're paying them to catch all the plastic. What a dandy idea. Anyways, I'm going to put all this stuff back in a bag. I actually brought another garbage bag with me here somewhere, so it'll stop leaking out all over my little folding boat, which is really kind of fun. This is a porta boat. You can't quite fold it up and put it in your pocket, but that's a 4 horsepower Yamaha 4-stroke, and I'll tell you, that really pushes this little boat along. It's kind of ugly, but that sort of suits me right to a T.